Hi everyone, it's me, Miss Adventurous, and today's video is obviously what you see right here. This is clay, so it does come in a bigger pack like this. So let us jump right in. So today's video we are going to be making a pig. So I will show you what it looks like. So this is what it is supposed to look like, which is one I've already done before. And we are going to be making another one. So the step one to making the pig is obviously to take a bunch of clay. So you can start with a little bit or a lot, because with clay it's like take away and add. It doesn't matter how much you use, you can always just take more or less. It doesn't really matter. So I also have here a cup of water, and to the right of me over here I have this towel I am using to basically wipe my tools on. So I kind of forgot to go out and purchase the clay tools, but I had a whole bunch of brand new tools like this that I have bought. They're actually blackhead tools and I haven't used them, so I decided I'm just going to use those for clay and for the meantime until I end up basically getting the tools in. So we have the round head, and you can obviously add water and make it like softer, no wrinkles, etc., like I'm doing here. So that's what you do. And you don't want to add too much water, because if you add too much water it's just going to be like muck in a sense, and it's going to stick to everything. So we start with this ball here. The next thing is the eyes. So you can get some clay and you can roll it up into like something like this, and you can put it on your parchment paper, wood, whatever you want to use. And what I did was I just took the end of this tool, and it's really small and round like this, and I just one in, and there's another. So now you have two little eyes, and then the leftover can go back here, and you all can obviously like make your eyes a little rounder by rolling them. This is just to get them to an even amount of clay for the eyes. So that would be the eyes. Next step, well, we could take this as well. So you need to make a nose. So the nose is usually round. So here we have a little bit of clay. We're going to roll it up into a ball. And we're going to put it down, and we're just going to go like this. So now it's in sort of a octagon, not octagonal. Wow, I need to learn my shapes. Oh my god. It is more of an oval is what I was gonna say, not octagonal. So then you just can round off the edges a little bit, like I am doing here. Which then it looks like this. So it looks more octagonal, and you can obviously keep playing with it until you get the shape you want, or the small, or the width, or anything like that. And you can always add a little bit more water when you're doing it. But like I said earlier, make sure you don't use too much water. So this is something I like the way it is. And then the next thing I did was, on this tool here, there's this huge pick. And so what I did was I started by just picking two spots on the nose, so here and here. And I just kind of started digging it out with this tool and adding it to the extra. This is another good option for when you have that towel. So if it doesn't want to come off your tool, you can always just wipe it on the towel. So you can make it as big as you want, you can make it as small as you want, the holes. I think I'm going to go bigger. That way it is more shown. And then just to get the access off. Or the excess. Some people say access and some people say excess. So I really don't know the difference between them. And then you just add a little bit of water. I'm going to use a tool to add water. And I'm just going around the nostril just to pat all the area down that is lifted up. And you might have to do this a few times because, like you just saw, I just covered the holes. But they're still there, they're just like, you can't see them. It's basically just the top layer and a little bit of water that's covering it, so they're easy to re-find again. So now basically what I like to do is I just take down the excess, whatever you want to call it, like this, and I just pat it down a little bit, and I continue to either take out, make more rounder, etc. And there we have your little nose for the pig. So first thing I did after this, you could go ahead and put the nose onto the pig, which I guess we could do right now. So we'll go ahead and place it onto here. Now once it's onto here, you can also continue on making it more bigger, making it smaller the way you want, and you'll also want to make sure the nose is well fastened. So because I don't want to put tons of water, I just use the pick of my tool and the clay nose, and I just kind of place it to where I want, and you push it down obviously, and then you just use this to make the nose mold into the face so it looks like one. It also sticks a lot better because this gets into the small little areas that your fingers can't really get into. So we're just doing this. Going to continue doing this all the way around the nose, like this. And then you can obviously take some with your finger and continue to make it rounder, make it look a little bit more better. And there you have your nose, and then you can add your little eyeballs on at the same time. So there's one eye and then the other eye. So he starts to look like this. And then lastly is your ears that you have to do. Now some people can do it in different ways. It depends on what you like, what you want it to go for. So basically I just took a little bit of clay here, and I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. So I also don't have a rolling pin here. I probably should have got one before the video, but I kind of forgot it downstairs. Anyway, so this is that. Then I just take the sharp end of my tool again, and I just kind of decide, you know what, this is where a straight line should be, and I cut basically a straight line, or semi-straight, and I can do that on all four sides. That way it is even, or semi-even. Okay, so now you have like a box like this, and then I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go with an ear like this, and then you kind of can dot it out to see, well, it's this length, so I'm gonna do this, and you can kind of continue playing around until you like your final design. And then once you're done that, you can just make it like thicker and actually cut through with the pointed edge. And once you do that, it'll be a lot easier. You can even just like pull it off. Once you get at least one side off, it's really easy to get the next one off. Usually, depending on how long your clay. And then I just like to take a little bit of water and I'll point up the ear, make it look a lot more nearer, like that. Same thing with the other one. So they are very similar, as you guys can see. They are very close. One's just a little bit more pointer over here at the end. And then you can just basically take your ears and your pig and decide, okay, well, I want the ears here, and you just put them on and make sure you rub it in on each corner so they stick good. And the same thing with this one over here, the same thing. So, and then if you don't like it in one spot, you can always move it again. And then you just mold it down into place. And then again, I like to take the tool and get into the small little nooks and crannies kind of thing and just mold it into the head of the animal or whatever you're working on. Now, I want to just be clear, I am not a full-time artist, guys, and I don't have all the crazy expensive tools to be a full-on artist. I have too much work. But I'm just letting everyone know that this is a quick and easy and simple way to do this. Like, obviously, if you have the tools, it would probably be easier too, because I'm sure there's a tool out there that will help you do exactly straight lines and stuff. But because I am not buying all these tools just for these videos, I am just using what I have. And then obviously I take some water, by the way, and I flatten it out. This here is not all good. And make it smooth with the water. That way it looks a lot more professional. And then if you don't want the smoothness of it, you can always just leave it and continue. So there is your pig, and this is the other one. This one's a smaller version of this one. Let me know in the comment section which one you like more, the first one or the second one. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. And guys, don't worry, because this clay actually takes about 3 days to dry. So once it dries, I will be painting them. So that'll be another video of me painting the pigs. So with that, I hope you guys like this video. And if you're interested in seeing some more clay, let me know. Thank you. Bye.